Well, the world has sure gone nutty, buddy, even downright cruddy, buddy. Wish I missed the past, buddy, but there's still Buddycast. No, don't be naughty, go meet everybody here on Buddycast.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the founder and host of Buddycast, Nick Sorensen.
Welcome everybody to another episode of everybody's favorite show, Buddycast. It's a double buddy day here on Buddycast, as we have not one but two buddies. We have our good buddy Allie. You've seen her before on Buddycast, and we have our new buddy SquidKid. How you doing, SquidKid?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. So we got two things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about SquidKid, but we're also going to be talking about an event coming up here in Erie, Pennsylvania soon called ComiCon Erie. Woo-hoo!
Yes. Woo-hoo!
Before we get into all the exciting details about ComiCon, Allie, you've been on the show before. SquidKid, you have not been on the show before. Let's talk to you for a minute. How did SquidKid come to be?
So basically, we went on a family reunion vacation, and we went to this arcade, and I saw this squid hat, and I wanted it badly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might have been like close to our first year of Comic-Con, because he's been with us since year one, and he really enjoyed to draw, and he decided he wanted to have a booth at Comic-Con. So we were like, this hat is cool. Let's kind of play off of that, and that's where SquidKid came about.
Nice. Tell us about your artwork.
So he's a little nervous, as you can see.
We've had plenty of guests that have been nervous on the show before. There's nothing. We're just a friendly conversation.
Intimidating, yeah. But he has a lot of different styles that he does. He kind of goes online and finds some inspiration pieces, and he's working on some things this year that are a little bit different than years past. So he kind of tries to stay with the trends of things, and what else? You know, he does Marvel and anime, and he's done The Office people. What other things have you done? Star Wars. What else? Harry Potter. He's working. What are some of the things you're working on? Like some of the new things that you're working on?
Chainsaw Man.
So he's working on some horror things. Doing some creative things with cryptic, like Bigfoot and stuff like that, and just kind of branching out different genres.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say is your favorite thing to draw? Like, what do you tend to lean towards most?
Well, so mostly, when I doodle, it's mostly Spider-Man.
Nice.
Spider-Man's his favorite.
Cool.
So.
Mm-hmm. Are you more like Tobey Maguire area Spider-Man, or Andrew Spider-Man, or what's his name, Tom Holland Spider-Man?
I feel like I'm more Andrew Garfield.
Okay, yeah, nice. So we'll be able to find SquidKid at Comic-Con, right?
Absolutely.
Where will he be located for our friends that are watching that are going to be at Comic-Con?
Yeah, so this year he's actually not going to be in the Artist Alley, but he is going to be kind of one row over from Artist Alley, kind of within the dealers, close to Icons Unlimited, actually. Nice.
Mm-hmm. SquidKid, what do you like most about Comic-Con?
Just the positivity and the just seeing everybody dress up and see how much talent they have.
Nice. So, Allie, tell us more about Comic-Con. What have we got in store this year?
Yeah, so this year we actually have a pretty good lineup of celebrities. I mean, I think every year we do, but I think every year we kind of progress. We have, two actors from Greece. We have Jamie Donnelly and Barry Pearl. We also have our friend Michael Koski, who has been with us before years ago, probably around year one or two. He actually was a character actor in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Ooh.
Yeah, which was super cool. I'm sure he'll have some photos and stuff to show people. The amount of work that goes into the just makeup is crazy, and like what they look like.
Absolutely.
Who else do we have? We have Mike Ankas, who was a zombie from Day of the Dead. We also have Kevin Clash, who is famously known for Elmo. He's a puppeteer. He also has done, the baby dino from Dinosaurs.
I love
as
me.
well. Yeah, as well as Master Splinter from TMNT, like the older ones, which was really cool. Yep. Sean Wise, who is Goldberg from the Mighty Ducks, which is super cool for us, millennials. Super excited about that. 90s is really in right now, so we're excited to see him. We have Amberly Connors, who is a voice actor, mostly known for animes. What animes? What has she been in?
She's been in MHA, which is My Hero Academia. She's also been in the Five Nights at Freddy's games as Chica.
Toy Chica, yep.
She's also done JoJo's Bizarre Adventures.
Demon Slayer?
She's also done Demon Slayer.
Yeah, some really popular animes. She has voice characters in there. Is there any? Oh, Randy Jones of the Village People. Ooh. He will also be there. He was the cowboy. And then we have 3 Power Ranger guests. We will have Brennan, who was in the... Yeah, I can't remember the exact title of it, but it was from the Dino Force one. We also have Michelle Langstone, who was in Power Rangers SPD.
Like the Disney Channel.
And it's a Disney, the Disney one. And that actually, this will be her first con, and she's actually from the UK. Ooh. So we got a sponsor for that. So this will be a big, it's like a gem. She's like a gem. So the Power Rangers fans should be really excited to see her. As well as Carla Perez, who was a villain, Rita Repulsa, from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which is pretty cool.
We have everybody.
What'd you say?
We have really grown this year.
We really have. If I remember correctly, we have about 10 or 11 guests. I said those in the first one, yeah. I think I named everybody, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
that's our guest lineup.
Yeah. I gotta ask, there seems to be a recurring theme of Power Rangers. How do you find these Power Rangers?
Yeah, we've noticed that the Power Rangers have done really well in our area, and that the Power Ranger community is very large in this area. So we just like to make them happy and bring them back, and my boss Mark enjoys them as well, so that helps.
Nice. And how do you get guests how'd you get Elmo this year? How'd you get the guys from Greece, So
we have a good connection with their agent Tim. He's also been with us, I believe, since year 1, and he's just a good ally and helps us out and helps us get our celebrity lineups each year. And yeah,
Tim's a good guy. He really is. He's been a nice friend. Every time I see him at Steel City Con, every time I chat with him, he's a good guy. I want him on the show one day. We've been working.
Yeah, you should. You absolutely should. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. We've been working on it in the past. Yeah. But one day I'm going to get him. Mark my words.
Right.
But I owe Tim a big thank you, because a lot of my notable guests have come from him, have come straight from him. He's introduced me to people, and from there on, boom. We'd love to be on this show. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what about the vendor? Everyone talks about the notable guests, but what about the vendors that put their heart and souls into their businesses, what they do? Tell us about some vendors we got this year.
Okay.
So we have our Artist Alley, which is filled with a bunch of local artists as well as some from surrounding areas, which are super cool. Some really good artists this year that we have, which you can actually go to ComiConErie.com to see all of those artists. We do showcase them, as well as our dealers. Range from comic book dealers to vintage toys, as well as our Brick Erie vendors, which has also grown this year. So you'll see a lot of that as well. We are pretty much sold out this year, which is awesome.
Wow.
Hmm.
Which vendors are you, just like, if I know it's like asking who's your favorite child, but what vendors are you most excited to see?
Oh, gosh, I do a lot of Christmas shopping. I know you do too. So I'm excited to see the new ones just to see what they have going on. But
Mhm.
I'm also like, I love the ones that come back as well, because it's like we have a friendship or a relationship, you know. There are some of the vendors that I've really grown to have a connection with. So it's super cool to be able, it's almost like a reunion
Yeah,
once a year, you know what I mean?
exactly. SquidKid, what about you? What vendors do you get to see whenever you're hopping around from your table?
I really enjoy Benny.
Yeah, Benny Miller, he's one of our artists. He unfortunately won't be here this year due
Mhm.
to scheduling conflicts, but he was definitely one of my favorites too.
I also enjoy Icon Unlimited.
Yeah. He does a lot of
3D
cosplay
printing.
stuff and 3D printing and things like that. So they'll be there on display and selling their stuff.
Nice. Another question for SquidKid. What celebrities are you most excited to meet this year?
I have the Funko Pops over there.
Hmm.
I would say my most anticipated are Kevin Nash,
Clash.
and Amberly Connors.
Nice. Nice. I'm excited to meet Kevin too. I want to hear about his history. I want to hear about like him do his, puppeteer work, how he develops his voices and everything like that.
Yeah.
Then I gotta get a cameo with him or something of him doing the "Gotta Love Me." So, but speaking of guests, another guest that's coming to the show is Dwight.
Yes, our cosplay friend Dwight. I mean, he's coming because of you, pretty much. You know what I mean? Like, you're the one who kind of put us in touch and connected us, and I really enjoy being able to not only just showcase our celebrities and everything else. I love our connection with the cosplayers too. I love that we get to kind of showcase them as if, you know, they're celebrities as well. And I love that we're growing our connections there because a lot of people really enjoy the cosplay aspect of the con, which I do as well. You know, the time and effort and just stuff that goes into building a cosplay is really cool. So, you know, having him on board is awesome. And he will also be doing a panel, which is awesome. We have a whole
I didn't know
lineup and schedule that includes a lot of different cosplay things. So our friend Dwight will be on that schedule.
I did not know he was doing a panel. I'll have to check it.
Yes.
What day is that panel?
I would have to go check it out. But again, you can find all this information at ComiConErie.com. Again, you can check out the schedule, our list of celebrities, as well as, you know, what dealers will be there, as well as our artists, and then of course all of your tickets. So
Hey, and speaking of schedule wise, don't you also have like an after party on Friday?
yes, we are so excited about it. We do this every year. It is going to be actually on site at our venue. It's on the Sunset Terrace of the Bayfront Convention Center. The con ends at 7 on Friday, and the after party will start directly after that at 7:30. It's a great time. It is for all ages. We have DJ Bill Page will be there DJing. We will have celebrity guests and maybe some celebrity sing-alongs and performances. Drink tickets, giveaways. Everybody will get. We have full color koozies that we ordered this year, which are super cool and super vibrant. And it's going to be really fun. So people should definitely get their tickets for that.
I was about to say tickets are selling like hotcakes, aren't they?
Yeah, and it is limited. So it's not like, you know, everybody gets to come if they want to. They're limited tickets sold for that. So if you want to come, get on it. Yeah, exactly.
Get them now or forever hold regret, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll never forget. I went to the one after party that where Courage the Cowardly Dog and Tony the Tiger did a like acoustic duet together.
Yeah, you're never gonna see that again.
Never. Like
you're never gonna see that again.
That was history.
And it happened at our after party.
Yeah, and it was just out of the blue. Like all of a sudden they picked up guitars, or one of them picked up guitars, and the other one's like, "Wait a minute, Do you have another guitar?
Yeah, it
Next
was
thing
not
you know, they
planned
were
at all.
jamming out like they were just
Was
jamming.
not planned at all.
Yeah, they were jamming out like they were just jamming in the basement, you know?
Yeah, it was super cool.
So where can we learn more, not only about Comic-Con, but about SquidKid?
Yeah, so again, ComiConErie.com. You can find everything you need there for the con. You'll see Beckham's picture, SquidKid. You'll see his picture there as well. And, he also has an Instagram. What is that Instagram handle? He's going to look it up for you so people can follow him.
Nice.
But you can see his work there and, stuff that he posts about his work. What is it?
SquidKid_art333.
SquidKid_art333. That's Insta. That's his handle.
SquidKid_art333.
Yes, sir.
I have it in the comments. So people can find you.
Awesome. Yeah.
Alrighty. And where can we learn more about Comic-Con? You mentioned the website. Anywhere else we can go?
We're also on Facebook as well as Instagram. You can stay up to date on there as well. We are also selling VIP packages, which are actually almost gone. So if you want that, make sure to go there. And we also have there will be new t-shirts. We have our koozies, and then we have matching duffel bags that are full color this year, which I'm super excited about. Completely different than years past. They're really, really cool. I just saw them today. So
nice. Who's your vendor that you work with all the merchandise?
I actually don't know who the vendor is. My coworker Tom handles that. So
nice.
Yeah.
And a follow-up question: What does the VIP package entail?
Yeah, so the VIP package actually includes a full color drawstring backpack, a matching koozie, a 2023 limited edition t-shirt, a Geekender, which is you get to come all weekend long, and after party ticket in, and then a few extra things on top of that.
Mm-hmm. Now, this question just popped to my mind. I got to ask you guys, what do you love most about Comic-Con?
Just the people and the creativity.
People and creativity. Yeah. Anytime I talk to people about Comic-Con, I say that I just love the environment. I love that it's a very accepting environment. You can come as you are, or you can come as who you want to be. You know what I mean? And nobody feels the type of way about it. And you have strangers who just interact and compliment each other. And it's just a really good, positive atmosphere for all ages. That's another thing. It's just so open to everyone, no matter your gender or your age, you know what I mean, or your ethnicity. It's for everybody. There's no, biased on anyone.
And that's what I love about it too. What I love most about it is these are people they have real jobs like you and me, They're, whether they're artists, whether they're lawyers, whether they're doctors, whether they're, they can be anything, business people. But this is their thing they do on the side, and they love it.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right. Strangers interact. Every time I go to a Comic-Con, no matter where I go, whether it's here in Erie, whether it's Pittsburgh, whether it's Cleveland, all I have one method. Whenever I go to Pittsburgh, I have one method that has never failed me. You get in a long line, you turn around to the person behind you and say, "Hi, I'm Nick. Nice to meet you."
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you just created a friend, just like that.
Absolutely. ComiCon Erie is definitely a place to make connections and to make friends. It's honestly a really cool thing.
You never know when you're going to pick up the same comic book or pick up the same artwork or, just be walking around somewhere admiring the same thing and be like, "You too?" Next thing you know, you've got a conversation piece right there.
Absolutely.
So, alrighty, buddies, we've come down to the final two questions. The first one is brought to us by my buddy Jonas Kane from #Positivity. He wants to know, and I want both of you to answer this one. In your own words, what does it mean to be someone's buddy?
You want me to go first? As I've said before, I think that being a buddy is, someone who is willing to be there for someone. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's for someone who you can be a buddy to somebody on the street. You can be a buddy to someone that you are just walking past that day. And of course, you can be a buddy with somebody that you've had a long friendship with. Being a buddy is literally just being there for somebody in their need or in a special time or even in a regular time. It's just kind of being there for someone.
Nice.
Same thing she said, except less complicated.
Oh, in the words of a 15-year-old boy.
Oh, awesome. Now, buddies, we've come to what's called the ultimate Buddycast buddy question, and I've got one for each of you. So I don't think you're getting off the hook here. The first one to our lovely buddy, Allie. For anyone who's never been to Comic-Con before, who's always wanted to go, but just needs that little oomph, what's your advice to them?
My advice is just buy the ticket, come and experience it. I think that like those who are thinking about, should I get a ticket? Shouldn't I get a ticket? Oh, I've gone to one before. I didn't like. Ours is just different than everybody else's. It's not too big, not too small. Like I hear a lot of vendors and stuff and artists talk about how they just love our con because of like what it is and what we put into it. It's not just like any other Comic-Con. It's a con, but it's like you can tell that we care. So it's honestly an experience. It's not just a show. It's not just an event. It is an experience from the moment you walk in the door to the moment you walk out of the door. Absolutely check out ComiCon Erie. It's really is just an experience. I keep saying it, but that's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm. And SquidKid, for anyone out there who wants to be an artist and wants to create their own brand, kind of like what you've done, what's your advice to them?
Just start sketching. Do what feels comfortable with you. Do your own style. Don't just copy off of people. Try and make it your own. Even if you look at something and think, I want to do that, make changes to it. That makes it your own.
Yeah, find that inspiration, right? Yeah.
Love it. Make it your own. I love that advice. Perfect. Well, guys, thank you so much for taking time because I know, Allie, you are extremely busy coming down to the wire, getting everything ready. SquidKid, I know you've got a crazy lifestyle, but thank you for taking the moment to be with us on Buddycast to promote the show and just chat with us. Just have a buddy chat with us.
Thank you for having us. This is awesome. This is his first podcast, so
Ooh.
It's really cool getting him to be able to experience this a little bit, and maybe it'll open up other things for him so he can.
Hey, the first of many. The first of many.
Yeah.
So, alrighty, guys. Well, thank you again for being buddies on Buddycast. You're not guests, you're buddies. But I have one thing. I got to ask this before we close out the show. I have one favor to ask you guys.
What's that?
Whatever you do today, tomorrow, next week, next month, or even next year, please promise me you're going to go out and you're going to go be someone's buddy.
We are going to be buddies each and every day. And we're going to make new buddies September 8th through the 10th at the Bayfront Convention Center at Erie Comic-Con.
Love it. Erie. Love it. Oh, and by the way, one more thing to announce real quick. The next time you see me at Comic-Con or you see my lovely lady at Comic-Con,
you gonna be a married man?
It will be official.
He's off the market, ladies. Back up.
Sold. Sold. So
I love it.
Literally the weekend before Comic-Con. Comic-Con. So,
I know. I'm excited for you, Nick. I'm excited.
Thank you. I'm excited for you too, Allie, because you got some news coming up too.
I do. October 7th. I'm also getting hitched.
Nice. October 7th. Love it.
Yes.
Nice. Well, thank you guys again for being buddies on Buddycast. It was a true blast, a true pleasure. Thanks for promoting Comic-Con. Thank you for being our buddies.
Nick. Thank you.
For all our buddies out there, this is my new buddy SquidKid, my good buddy Allie. I'm your host, Nick Sorensen. Please check out Erie Comic-Con. Allie, what are those dates again?
September 8th through the 10th at the Bayfront Convention Center. Get your tickets, ComicConErie.com.
We'll see you there. I'm your host, Nick Sorensen. Thank you for joining us on everybody's favorite show.
Well, the days are going fast, buddy, we've got to make them last, buddy, before they've all gone past, buddy, tune in to Buddycast. Don't be None it can make a buddy here on Buddycast.